Hey y'all, and welcome to this week's YouTube video. This week I'm going to be answering all of my top questions that I get asked, and I just may not be able to respond to just within a story frame. There is a lot. I've been compiling this list for a hot minute, so let's get down to it. I also just had the busiest day ever. I literally woke up at 5, went and walked a mile, went to the gym, and then I had a high-low class, which is like a hot Pilates. I've never sweat so much in my life, but that was partnered with Red Bull, which is one of the coolest things I've ever done. High school me is screaming. And now I have 30 minutes till I have to get on a call with my manager, so let's speedrun this. Hold on, my cat wants to get let out. How'd you get stuck in here? Go. There really is no order to this. It's kind of just what I've seen been asked the most, and I'm going to try and respond to them the best way possible. Why is my exposure doing this? For the first question, it's how was joining a sorority at an SEC school? So if you don't know, I'm a FIMU at the University of Tennessee Kappa chapter, and I have a love-hate relationship with it. There are things that I don't like, but there are things that need to get done the same way you need to go to work. Yes, I dread a weekly chapter meeting just because I don't want to go. I have other things I want to do. It's the same way that you don't want to go to work, but you have to. It's right there. And I mean, you're not forced to go. There's ways to go around it, but that's my only gripe, I guess. So the actual rush process itself, my freshman year, I was blacklisted from a couple houses, and I think that was mostly due to my social media presence. I can be a PR risk. Having that kind of platform does make me susceptible to that, which totally understandable. I kind of knew that going into this. But everything ended up great because I really did not see myself anywhere else except for FIMU, and I met some of my best friends through that. I'm happy as can be, and I still have other friends in other chapters. I just feel like I'm at the place where I need to be. Rush can be really, really great though, because you can meet people that you click with instantly, but you're also going to meet people that you might not click as well with, and that's okay. It's not that nerve-wracking as everyone makes it feel, and you have to remember that one girl does not represent an entire house or an entire chapter. That's absurd. What is it like at Tennessee? Big and orange. That's the best way I can describe it. I knew I wanted to go out of state and far away from home. I had planned on going to the University of Hawaii, and then I got into Tennessee the day that I was sending in my confirmation registration stuff for Hawaii, and revoked that, applied, confirmed here, all of that in the same day, and that was one, stressful, but two, I kind of knew that this was my number one school because I didn't really know anyone. I was going to get a fresh start. It was everything that I was wanting, and I wanted the big SEC school. I wanted that big feeling, and I wasn't gonna get that at a smaller school. I could have gone at Hawaii, but it's also so far away, and I don't know if I'm ready to move that far away from home just yet. So I love it. I feel you can meet all sorts of people. There's different, everyone has a story, and you learn that story pretty easily, especially in college. But I feel at Tennessee, it's just easy to connect with people. There is a sense of home. Everyone is kind. Does that make sense? Everyone, it's a good school. It's a great community. People are nice. Bottom line. Okay, the next one is, what am I studying at Tennessee? I came in as a pre-med track arts and sciences degree, and I am now in the process of switching over to public relations because I realized I don't want to be an oral surgeon, and I really don't want to be in college. So I'm going to get a degree that can help me just kind of with anything I want to do, because I know I want to do something social media wise, and I think public relations is really going to help that and aid that. Right now I'm taking a social media class, and it's so much fun. It's awesome. It's exactly what I want to do with my life. I have my call interview thing with Tombris, which is the School of Communications, which is what the public relations major is under, on Monday. And I'm so excited because I think it's going to go so well. What do I want to do post-grad? I have no idea. To be quite frank, I have no clue. If in a perfect world, I would never have to work and I could literally just do whatever. However, this isn't that world. So I'm hoping to be able to do something with my social media and continue that. But if I'm not able to live just off of that, I would love to work at Lilly Pulitzer Corporate. Oh my gosh. Even with just customer service or customer outreach, something like that, I feel I would have so much fun in, and something that I would really enjoy. But at the same time, I definitely need a job that's going to allow for creative freedom, so I don't know that a 9 to 5 would be beneficial for me. The next one is, where am I from? I am from Greensboro, North Carolina. Well, actually like a little farm town outside of Greensboro, but no one ever knows where it is when I say it. So I say Greensboro, North Carolina, and I'm just from a little town right outside of there. And it's about 4.5 hours away from Tennessee, so not terrible. Like I've made it home in a day and back in a day. Oh well. Who is in my family? So I am the oldest of 5 siblings, and they are all like full siblings. I have my mom, my dad, me, and then my sister, who is a senior in high school at the moment. My brother's in 8th grade, and then my twin siblings, who are the youngest, they are in 6th grade. And that's everyone that lives in my house. But then on my mom's side of the family, she has 5 siblings, and there's a total of 18 grandkids on my mom's side. And then on my dad's, he has 4 siblings, and there are a total of 13 grandkids on that side. So, very, very big family. What sports did I play? I did the basic, like, gymnastics, ballet, that kind of thing growing up. And then I want to say around 2nd grade is when I started softball. And then kind of everything else went out the window, and, like, that was, like, the one for me. And I played that all the way up until my senior year of high school. And I knew that was, like, going to be the end of it for me. I always planned on playing in college, and I had, like, I had the opportunity to. However, I tore my labrum the whole way around. So I would have had to get the surgery and then recover and then start my freshman season all like that. And I was not trying to do that. So I let softball stay in high school, which I'm actually okay with considering how my senior year went with the softball. So, but I loved it. One of my favorite sports, really shaped me into the person I am now, and like taught me a lot of good lessons. So I'm very, very grateful for that. If you are trying to find a sport or something, I highly recommend softball. It's so much fun. Like I plan on joining it like an adult slow pitch league once my knees start to hurt. That way I like fit in some. What are some of my hobbies? I really enjoy working out. Like that is like my number one thing I will do. Like if I just like, it's so boring. Like yes, working out is a hobby, but I really enjoy moving my body, and whether that's walking, that's yoga, that's stretching, whatever, I enjoy that because it gives me like dopamine rushes, and is exactly what I need. So definitely working out. I'm currently learning how to like embroider, like bead embroider, and it's been so much fun. I'm in the process of making a shirt right now, and I love it. Oh, what's another one of my hobbies? I feel like I just try new things all the time, so I don't ever have a hobby I stick with. A lot of crafts. I like crafting. I like baking. Oh my gosh, I love baking. We don't have a mixer here because 1, they're expensive, and 2, we have no room in our apartment. So I don't get to bake while I'm out here, but whenever I'm home, I always bake, and it is my favorite thing to do. What is my workout routine? So a lot of people ask me that, and I'm hesitant to share my exact routine online, and that's because I was once a 14-year-old who saw someone and I wanted to look just like them, and I would have done anything and everything to look like that person, and that person was not a healthy person. And I'm not saying that I'm not a healthy person. Like, I eat, I do my things, like, I treat my body and I fuel it. However, I'm afraid for my content to be taken out of context and people hurt themselves in the process of, like, using that. I don't want to be the reason someone hurts themselves or, like, something like that. And that just doesn't make me feel good. And I would really not want to put anyone in that situation. But I will tell you my split. On Mondays I do glutes, hamstrings, calves, and abs. On Tuesdays I hit back and bi. Wednesdays is quads, calves, and abs. Thursdays are shoulders, triceps, biceps. And then Fridays are glutes, hamstrings, calves, abs. And then Saturday, Sunday, I usually won't go in on a Sunday. And if I do, it's because I didn't go in on Saturday. And then Saturday I'll usually hit back and bi or charms again, like some sort of variation of upper body, just to even it out. But I'm wanting to get into yoga and do yoga like once a week. I feel like that would be so fun. And I'm like low-key like addicted and fiending for another Pilates class. How did I start content creation? So I got TikTok in high school. Actually, no, I had a weird relationship with social media growing up. I was very sheltered from it. I didn't get YouTube like unrestricted until I want to say right before college. I didn't get Snapchat till my senior year of high school. Instagram I had on my mom's phone in the 8th grade, and then sophomore year of high school is when I got it on my phone. And then for TikTok, I snuck it on my iPad during COVID because I wasn't allowed to have it. And then near the end of COVID, I would say is when my mom let me have it on my phone. And I mean, I would just post like the videos. I would never post too much, never once a day, because like that was uncool and all of that stuff. And I never thought it would amount to this, and it has, and I am so unbelievably blessed. But I would say, like, when social media kicked off for me was probably my junior year of high school. I posted a couple videos over some months, and I amounted to, like, 10,000 followers on TikTok, which was, like, the most anyone in my school had or anyone in my county had. So that was pretty cool. I like that. And I just kind of got lucky and played my cards right from there. I started being more active with it and more consistent right before I went to college, and I was able to get up to, I want to say 70, almost 80,000 before I went to college, and now I'm at 170,000, which is unbelievable. Like, I can't, my brain doesn't even compute how many people that is, but so awesome. I was able to grow my Instagram starting about a year ago. I was posting reels even though they were like uncool and it like messes with the aesthetic and everything, but it's fun. I've gotten a lot of partnerships through Instagram. Instagram is a great place to grow your platform, believe it or not. And I'm currently trying to grow on YouTube. My goal for February is 500 subscribers, which seems like so minuscule compared to like my other numbers. However, I don't know a thing about YouTube. Like, this is all so new to me. But I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I wish it would like show me everyone who subscribed to me because I like want to know who you guys are. But I digress. Where do I get my clothes and shop? So it depends on what I'm wearing. Like, this set that I have on right now is both from Garage, and I actually got this through a gift card they gave me. They gave me a gift card and let me pick out some stuff. So I got some pieces from Garage, which were my first couple. But a lot of the clothes I wear are, I would say, like Lily Pulitzer, Amazon. Yeah, I would say it's a lot of Lily Pulitzer and Amazon. All of my work clothes are going to be from Lily Pulitzer, and if I didn't buy them directly from there or from my work, I got them off of Poshmark or a reseller, just because there's some pieces I like that you can't buy from Lily Pulitzer itself anymore, and like that's where 2 of my robes are from. And yeah, so I would check Lily Pulitzer, check my ShopMy actually. My ShopMy will have majority of everything I wear linked, especially my workout sets. I get a lot of questions on those. Workout sets and work outfits, check my ShopMy. Where do I work and what do I do? I work at a Lily Pulitzer retail store, so like a franchise. And it's here in Knoxville. We have 4 other locations around the southern East Coast, I would say, and it's super fun. I enjoy it a lot. I never saw myself doing retail, and this is like my first real job, I guess you could say, but I love it. It's always fun. It's just a bright and fun job to have. Like, who doesn't love wearing a bunch of colors to work? It's just like such a happy place. So I'm a retail associate there, and then when I'm back home, if you see me in my scrubs, it's because I'm an oral surgeon assistant whenever I'm back home. And that's what I did all throughout high school in the summers and on my breaks. And then now I needed a job out here, so I applied to Lily, and I got super lucky. How do I balance school, work, and content? Bottom line, I don't. But with that, I'll say I definitely always try and put school first because this is number 1 priority. This is why I'm in Knoxville and why I've moved my entire life here. So school will always come first for me, and then work and content are like right here because my content is a majority of my work, and then my work is also like my work. So I just think ahead content-wise, but I would say it probably goes school, work, content, because I'm not going to call out of work to film content. That won't happen. But I will like plan to film my content around when I'm working. That way, everything's getting pushed out as it should. What do I ask for when I get my hair done? So, I don't get my hair done in the salon. My mom does it in our laundry room back home. She is not a hairstylist either. She has an aunt who's a hairstylist, and my great-grandmother, which was her grandmother, was a hairstylist. They had a salon in their basement. That's where she learned and picked up a couple things, and we just go with the flow with it, to be honest. I'll have to get my like toner numbers next time, because I feel like we change it up every single time. Like, I feel like I'm never having the exact same blonde, which I'm okay with. I just want it to be blonde. In high school, I was always really like icy blonde, like almost white, and then I went for like a honey blonde, and now I'm like somewhere in between. I would just say blonde. Blonde with some platinum streaks, maybe. How many piercings or tattoos do I have? So, I don't have any tattoos. I don't think I'm going to get any for a little bit. There's nothing that's like really speaking to me, and if I'm gonna have something permanent on my body, I want it to mean something, and I want it to like fully stick with me. So, I'm holding off on tattoos for now. Piercings wise, I have 3 lobe piercings. My first ones I got as a baby. My seconds I got in 8th grade, and then my thirds I did myself. I want to say my junior, maybe senior year of high school. I don't know. They hurt. And then I have my cartilage on this side. I got this one in 8th grade as well. I got my nose done in August of 2025, and I love it so far. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in for like my entire life, but so far I've liked it, and it's definitely starting to heal up, and it's like I'm becoming used to it. And then I also have my belly button done, and I want to say I got that done in August of 2024, like right before I went to college. And I got my belly button and nose done at the same place in Florida because I loved the piercer there. Like, if I was to ever get a tattoo, that's who I would go to. He is awesome. And I kind of think I want to get more piercings. I feel like I want some more on my ears. I don't see myself getting them anywhere else, but I definitely want like 1 or 2 more on my ears. Who is Kitty Meow Meow? Kitty Meow Meow is my cat. Well, me and my boyfriend's cat. She is a outdoor woods cat that would come to my house back in North Carolina every day at 4:30 like clockwork to be fed. She'd come out of the woods, come and get her food, end it. And me and Ben had been looking at a cat for a while, so we were like, is this like fate? Is it destiny? And we took her, and she's been with us since. She wasn't chipped, had no like indications that she was anyone's pet. So we ended up adopting her, got her spayed, chipped, all that stuff. She is good to go and happily living with us. And that goes into the question of who am I dating? So, I am dating Ben. Me and Ben met in high school. We went to the same high school. We had a stats class together, and that's like kind of how we met. Like, we would like talk here and there, and then back and forth. And we ended up like, I guess kind of dating, or like went on a date at the end of his senior year, end of my junior year. And we ended up dating like through the summer, and then he went off to college. He goes to Tennessee as well. So we had to do long distance, which really did not work for either of us. I don't think I don't think the way that we were programmed at the time, we were good for long distance, because I was an extreme anxious attachment and he was extremely avoidant. And so we decided to end things, and we went no contact, like no talking, nothing, for about 10 months, which is crazy because we were from the same hometown. I saw him at the gym all the time. I saw him out whenever. We just would always see each other but never speak. And yeah, that's kind of how that went. And then I came to Tennessee, and then first night out, we go out to the frat parties with like other girls in our sorority to like have them watch us and make sure we're safe, and we like learn the lay of the land is the best way to say it. And my friend dragged me to his frat, which I told her I did not want to go to because I didn't want to see him, because we had both been dating different people. Like, we were just kind of like moved on from that time in our lives. And we went to the party, and I ended up seeing his freshman year roommate, who also went to our high school. So I said hey to him. We were talking for a minute, and he was like, oh, Ben's behind me. And I got to speak to Ben for the first time in like 10 months. And we kind of just sat down and talked and figured out like what we've been up to, what's been going on. how we're doing overall, that kind of thing, which was super nice. And then a couple days later, kind of started talking again, got back into it, yada yada, and we have been dating for a year and a half now, almost 2 years. I think it'll be 2 years in October, which it feels like it's been 5 years. I feel like I've known him my entire life, but that's who I'm dating, and it's wonderful, it's lovely, I love it. We do so much together, and it's just like, he's my best friend and my boyfriend in one, and I know I can go to him with a lot of different things, actually everything. I can go to him about everything, and he is always so mindful about the way he answers me and the way that he reacts when I say things, and it's just so awesome to have someone so great like him in my life. I've never really like debriefed that online. Do I want to get married? Yes. And I have people ask if I'm married. No. This is a promise ring Ben got me for Christmas 2 years ago. And a year and a half ago, a year ago, just over a year ago. And it's moissanite. I love it. I wear it all the time. I wear it as a reminder for myself, number one. And number two, to ward off guys. Because since I've been wearing this, no one has been hitting on me. And I feel like I've gotten hotter, but maybe that's like self-centered, but I don't know. I do want to get married. I don't really have a timeline for that. I definitely don't want to get married while I'm in college just because of monetary reasons, as well as my sorority. Because of our like way our chapter is, you can't be legally married and in a sorority, which I understand, like there's certain things, whatever. So definitely not while I'm in college. I don't mind being proposed to near the end of college, but I don't really want that. I would love to get married now and just be done with college, but that's not in the cards for me. But yes, I very much want to get married. My mom was already married at my age, which, not a big deal. Like, she knew my dad was it. She didn't go to college. He was back from college. Like, it was all whole good thing. Do I want kids? Yes. Coming from a big family and being the oldest of 18 grandkids on my mom's side, I was always around kids. I was always holding kids. Love kids. Like, I adore kids, and I adore babysitting kids, so I know that I'm going to love, like, my own kids that much more. I definitely want kids. Personally, I would like 4. I want an even number. I know I want more than 2, so I would say 4 to 6. I know 6 sounds like a lot, but I am just such a big family person. I love big families. I want a big family. I want my parents to have a lot of grandkids because they love us, so I know they're gonna love our grandkids that much more. But I definitely want kids, like 4 to 6, probably 4 to be honest. But yes, I want kids. Where do I get my lashes? So my lashes that I normally wear and the ones I get asked about the most are from Amazon. Right now I'm wearing my Flutter Habit lashes that I just got. I actually kind of like these more than my other ones because of how sticky they are. They have an adhesive strip to them already, so they stick that much better. They're awesome, and I love the way they look. They look like extensions. They look like how they look when I would get my extensions done. And like that was like what I was going for when I started doing my extensions again, because I had to stop going in and getting them done because I was allergic to the carbon black and the glue. And it would make my eyes swell up, and it was just not pretty. I feel like that's it, to be quite honest. So, I think we're done. I mean, if y'all have more questions, I'd be happy to answer them. But those are all the big ones that stood out to me whenever I got asked them. And yeah, so that's all I have for y'all today. So I hope you all have a great day and many good things come your way.